All right, and finally, here is some information about assignment 3. So this is the student language acquisition and literacy. This is your synthesis. So I'm just going to read the rationale. In the world of teaching, you need to always be analyzing and synthesizing what you see, hear, and read. So you are smart people. You will be, as a teacher, you will take these skills, these research skills, these analytical, these critical skills, and take them into your field as a teacher. This assignment will give you the opportunity to observe students in your practicum, analyze the issue, and then academically research. This is what you will do as a teacher. You'll get out there, you'll see something that either you don't understand or you don't have much background in, and you'll go, I have to do something about this. You use those skills then to figure out what's going on. Okay, so through this synthesis, it is hoped that you will start to determine your own philosophy on why and how to teach all aspects of literacy so you can be an efficient and inspiring language arts teacher. So again, that's all of these assignments, all of our courses aiming you towards being that amazing LA teacher that we want you to be. Okay, this assignment is probably the most open because, of course, it's based on what is happening to you out in your practicum and what do you find fascinating or problematic, or what do you think, I don't know anything about this, I need to look into this. So it's the least scripted of all of the assignments, which makes it sometimes a little hard to start, but ultimately it's super interesting because it's an area that you see in real life that you're like, okay, I need to know more about this. I need to do some, I need to use my research skills to come up with some kind of solution. So here we go. Using the course content and course readings as a foundation, combine the theoretical with your practicum observations on language acquisition, teaching pedagogy, and the importance of teaching literacy to synthesize what literacy teaching may look like in your future classroom. So you're going to use your observations of 1 to 3 students, which your teachers are aware that you should be doing this, as your foundation for this paper, and journal and reflect upon their language, reading, writing, literacy acquisition skills from at least 5 of your visits. So if you take good notes, either during or after, scribble down lots of notes from your practicum. Sorry, my phone, I will shut off. If you basically, then this paper should write itself. Okay. It is 2,500 words, which again seems kind of daunting when you first start. It's about 10 pages, 8 to 10 pages. I've found that students in the past could write so much more. So don't let that throw you. What else did I write? Combine your observations with academic readings from 3 to 5 sources and cite using APA. So this is sort of your formal academic paper. Please do use I in this paper. It's a definite I paper. Do not write things like the researcher. You are welcome to use an acronym for any students that you want to name, and I'll get into that a little bit later. If you want a brush up on your APA, because the APA style changed, we're now using APA 7, not APA 6, like you've used in the past. There's a lot of similarities, but there's a couple things that you need to have a look. So have a look at the LibGuide on the MHC site. It's a really comprehensive and easy to navigate through site. Okay, so again, here's the rubric. And again, you're probably going to go, well, that's kind of general. And absolutely, it is general because, again, each of you will be coming at this assignment from your practicum point of view and from individually what is the most interesting thing for you. So it is a fairly general, is more of a holistic rubric than like assignment 1 and assignment 2, where it's very laid out. Okay, but again, think academic with your 3 to 5 sources, those kind of things in there. Okay, so all the way down, I'll leave that to you. Academic writing tips. These are the things that I found in the past that students have done, and I just thought I'll give you a tip on it. If your paper warrants the use of headings in APA format, please use headings. So if you say, I looked at 3 reading strategies that I saw in the classroom. Here we go, Fontes and Pinnell, Lucy Calkins, and Richard Allington. Boom, boom, boom. You can actually just use headings. You don't have to segue through. Or if you want to discuss the progress of individual students and what was happening there and what really worked well and what didn't work well, you can just put, Billy, Sarah, and Tiffany, right? So you don't, so think about headings. So for example, after a brief introduction of the focus of your paper, so hit me with a little bit of this is what's happening. You could separate your paper into 3 distinct sections without having to segue between them. You can separate your child by topic or your paper by child or topic. If you use specific terms or names or terms in this paper, such as accelerator reader or Dolch sight words, you must cite. So if you use a specific reading strategy or writing strategy, you have to cite it. If you use the name of a book, you must cite. So anytime you're using something that is not your own. If you want to use a pseudonym for a child or children in your paper, give them a full name and write the word pseudonym in brackets directly behind the name. For example, Anna, pseudonym, read above grade level. Try not to use initials for the child, especially A and I, because it's very hard to read. It takes me a bit to figure out, is A actually A and I actually I, or is it the initial? Okay. Again, this paper is where the use of I is encouraged. You don't have to write the researcher or the student teacher. Write it from your point of view in first person. Be careful of using quotation marks for emphasis. If you want to use quotation marks, if I see quotation marks, I expect a reference because I'm assuming that quotation marks, you are using somebody else's words. So figure out how to emphasize your text without actually using quotation marks, because that's a real colloquial use of quotation marks, not academic use. Keep the paper formal. Try to avoid contractions, can't, wouldn't, didn't, and colloquial terms. So kids, kiddos. Again, there will be a time in your career where you have to write academically. And so this is a bit of practice. So if you are writing a report for a principal, you're writing a report for a school district, for a parent, you want to write in academic prose. If you quote your partner teacher, use personal communication, APA formatting, and look at the marking sheet on Blackboard for clues as to common grammatical errors. Those are just things that are sort of just general writing tips in there. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea of assignment 3. Have fun.